Hello everybody, welcome. This is our bar class. Just need a set of lightweight pellets in advance. I'm feeling very unwell, a little nauseous, so I'm going to take it a little bit slow. Doesn't mean that you get to slack off though. I'll find out if you're slacking off. Alright, just a set of light weights. You can always set the weight down at any time. Draw your feet hip width apart and parallel. Reach your knees up towards your chest. Strong point through your toes. Just moving here. Stay here or reach your arms overhead. A nice wide pull down as you continue to draw the knees up. So again, just a set of light weights. I'm using 1 pound. Go heavier, go lighter, your choice. Add a twist, opposite elbow, opposite knee, reaching your elbow down, reaching your knee up. Few more here with your breath. Bring it center for 10. That's 9, 8, 7. You've got 6, 5, last 4, 3, 2, and 1. Quickly come onto the floor, onto your back. Extend your legs out long. Option to keep your feet planted or lift your legs, arms by your side. Roll the waistband of your pants or your shorts closer towards the floor, as close as you can. Deep inhales, deep exhales, strong pump of the arms. Chest is lifted. Keep it going for 10, 7, that's 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Reach your arms and legs long, roll back. Hover your limbs, crunch your knees into your chest, elbows to your knees, and reach. Crunch, and reach. Lower back stays pressed in towards the floor. Give me 3 more. 1 more. All right, draw your knees into your chest. Curl yourself into a tight ball. Maybe gently rock from side to side. Crossing your ankles or keeping your ankles parallel. We're gonna rock and roll a few times, maybe hovering at the top. You can add a little bit of core by reaching your arms out to a T. Last one, hovering, holding for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Cross your ankles, rock forward, find a tabletop, a high plank, or a high plank with your knees down. From here, wrists are directly under your shoulders, elbows bend, elbows extend. Keep it going, getting close towards the floor. Almost there, elbows bend, elbows extend. 2 more. All right, hold the arms straight, holding and breathing for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Walk your hands out towards the outer edge of your mat. Elbows bend and extend, wide arm push-ups. Keep it going. That's it, elbows bend, elbows extend. 2 more. Last one, hold the arms straight, just holding here and breathing for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Tuck your toes, walk your hands towards your knees, roll on up slowly, coming to a forward fold. Half lift, hands to shins, come back to that forward fold. Slowly roll all the way up, shoulders down and back. All right, we are ready to get rocking and rolling. Let me make sure this is recording, yes. I have several times forgot to hit record. It happens. All right. Go ahead and grab your weights, 1 weight in each hand. From here, arms by your side, left leg is your base. So we're gonna lift and lower that right leg. Lift and lower. Keep that right foot flexed so your left leg stays bent. Avoid locking out that knee. Tiny bend in your left leg. Lift and lower. Keep it going. Arms and legs still going. I'm just going to grab a cough drop really quick. Keep it going. Right arm And both legs still moving. You got it. Stay with it. Palms facing in here. Left leg is your base. Lift and lower. More, we're gonna hold the arms and the leg lifted. Give me 2 more. All right, on the next one, hold the right leg and the arms lifted. Pulse, pulse, bend, extend. Pulse, pulse, bend, extend. Pulse, pulse, bend, extend. You can lower that right foot as close to the floor as you'd like. Hammer curls as you bend into that right knee. If you'd like, you can also hold on to a bar or a ledge with your left hand. Still micro bend in that standing right knee. Stay left knee. Pulse, pulse, bend, extend. Keep it going. We're going to switch to the left side next. Pulse, pulse, bend, extend. Keep it going. Pulse, pulse, bend, extend. A few more. 1 more. All right, set it down, shake it out. Now we have the left side, palms facing in. Right leg is your base. Send your left leg slightly out from here. Lift and lower. Lift and lower. Keep it going. Just the left leg is moving. Almost there. Palms facing in. Right leg is your base. So remember, avoid locking out that knee. Keep a soft bend in that standing right leg. Left leg lifts and lower. Flex through that left foot. So that way your left leg can come down close towards your right foot and lift it right back up again. Using your lower abs to lift that left leg. Engage your core, squeeze your glutes. Lots of hip flexor work today as well. We got those pulses coming up. Same thing on the left side. Lift and lower. 1 more. Hold it lifted. Pulse, pulse, bend, extend. Pulse, pulse, bend, extend. Just your left leg. Keep it lifted. You can lower it down as close to the floor or hold it up as high as you'd like. Pulse, pulse, bend, extend. Continue to flex through your left foot. Always an option to hold on to a ledge or a wall with your right side. So with your left leg out, pulse, pulse, bend, extend. You're more than halfway. We're going back to the right leg. We got L arms, raise and lower with a side leg lift. Last 15. Pulse, pulse, bend, extend. All right, give me 1 more. All right, lower that left foot. Ooh, shake it out. All right, L raise, right arm forward, left arm out to the side as our right leg comes out from our right hip. Lift and lower. Slow and steady. So now our palms are facing down. You're lifting and you're lowering those arms and that right leg. Left arm out from your shoulder or your hip, right arm forward. Keep it going, you're more than halfway. Lift and lower. Think about squeezing the outer right glute here. Lift and lower. Micro bend that standing left knee. Lift it up and lower. Yes, we're gonna hold the arms up. Yes, we're gonna hold that right leg up. All right, hold the arms lifted. Hold that right leg out from the side. Pulse, pulse, bend, extend. So your pulse, pulse, bend, extend. That right knee bends. Your right heel comes in close towards your glutes. Your arms. Let me see how I can show you this. Pulse, pulse, bend, extend. Pulse, pulse, bend, extend. Palms are facing down. Right leg directly out from your right hip. Keep it going. You got it. Almost there. Stay with it. Pulse, pulse, bend, extend. Last one. All right, release it down, shake it out. Now we have the left arm forward, right arm out from our shoulder as that left leg lifts. Ground through your right leg, keep a micro bend, that standing right leg. Here we go. Lift, and lower. If you lose your balance, that's okay. I do it all the time. I trip up the stairs, I roll my ankle in flats. It happens. Just come back, find your focus, find your breath, find a single focal point to fixate your gaze, and just lift the left arm forward, right arm out from your shoulder, left leg lifts directly out from the hip. Slow and steady. Think as slow as you lift, that's as slow as you're going to lower. Don't just let the arms and that left leg plop down. We've got those pulses next. Keep it going. A few more. All right, hold the left leg, hold the arms lifted, pulse, pulse, bend, extend, pulse, pulse, bend, extend. You've got it. Try not to lean into that right leg. If you find that you are, place your right hand on the wall. From there, you're just looking that left arm forward, pulse, pulse, bend, extend, pulse, pulse, bend, extend. You've got it. You're more than halfway. Pulse, pulse, bend, extend. You've got it. Stay with it. Last 10. Keep with it. The last one. All right, relax your left foot down, shake it out. Hinge forward, arms by your side, palms facing in. Slide your right leg back. Left knee is bent. From here, we're gonna lift and lower, lift and lower. Squeezing the base of your right glute here. Continue to flex through your right foot. Keep your gaze forward. Keep your hips square. Left knee is bent. Right knee can be bent or straightened. Lift and lower more than halfway. We're not doing pulses on the back side. Keep it going. Last 10. Relax your shoulders down from your ears. Give me one more. All right, set your right leg down, shake it out. Feet are hip width apart and parallel. Wrist by your side, palms facing in. Bend into your right knee, step your left leg back. Slightly hinge forward for balance. From here, left leg lifts and lowers. Lift and lower. Both arms, left leg lift. You got it. Lift and lower. Lift and lower. You get the weebles and wobbles, you know what to do. Find that right hand to a wall. Just that left leg lifts and lowers. Keep going, just a few more. One more. Plant that left leg, shake it out. Feet are hip width or closer. Soft bend your knees. Hinge forward. Arms by your side. Chair pulse. Chair pulse. Hold it low. Heel lift. Tricep extend. Rise up. Squeeze pulse. Squeeze pulse. Tricep extend. Bring it back. So you're drawing your elbows up. You're holding it up. Lift the heels, lower down, squeeze pulse, Squeeze, pulse. Hold it low, lift the heels, extend the arms. Squeeze, pulse. Squeeze, pulse. Lift, extend, release down. Got it. Really come back on up to the top. From here, hold your feet grounded. Draw your elbows up, so you're like doing a bent fly. Press it forward, pull it in, lower, lift. Press it forward, pull it in, lower, lift. Palms are facing down the whole time. Bent fly, lift, hold them lifted. Press your palms forward. Remember, knuckles away from your body, palms towards the floor. Got it, stay with it. Give that upper body a little bit of a breather next. Just a few more. We're going to come back to that lower body. That's 5. All right, finish up where you're at. Release your arms down. Step your right foot back. Find a reverse lunge. From here, reverse lunge pulse, curtsy lunge pulse. So you're alternating reverse lunge and curtsy lunge. Make sure that your stance is far back enough so that front knee never ever passes your toes. When you sink your hips down, that knee just staggers over your ankle, whether that leg is straight back in that reverse lunge or in that curtsy. Keep it going. Alternating reverse lunge, curtsy lunge, just the right leg is moving. Almost there. Right leg, reverse, and curtsy. Weights can be by your side. They can be out to a T, heart center, arms overhead, elbows wide, any variation here. All right, finish up where you're at. Yes, now we have the other side. Right leg is your base, arms by your side or any variation. We're gonna step that left leg back. Again, most important thing, make sure that front knee does not pass your toes. Make sure your back knee is directly under your hip as you come into that lunge. Rise up, curtsy, rise up, reverse lunge, and curtsy. Got it, stay with it. We've got 2 more moves, and then we're gonna come down to the floor. Give me 1 more. Reverse, and then curtsy. All right, come on up, heels together, toes turned out, hands just to your hips with or without weights. Slide your right foot forward, deep bend in your knees, pulse, pulse, right heel lifts, lowers, pulse, pulse, back heel lifts and lowers, pulse, pulse, front heel lifts, pulse, pulse, back heel lifts. You can pick up the pace, you can slow it down, your choice. Pulse, pulse, lift, lower, you got it. Chest is lifted here. Relax your shoulders down from your ears. Lift, lower, pulse, pulse, back heel. 1 more time each side. 2 pulses, front heel lifts, lower, 2 pulses. Hold it low, left heel lifts. Release it down, shake it out. Slide your heels together, toes turned out. Slide your left foot forward. Your front left heel can tap your right toes or they can be spaced. Have a bend in the knees. Give me 2 pulses. Left heel lifts, lower. 2 pulses, back heel lift and lower. Pulse, pulse, front heel. Pulse, pulse, back heel. Nice. Keep it going. Pulse, pulse, lift and lower. Stay with it. Almost there. Just alternating 2 pulses, heel lift, 2 pulses, other heel lift. You got it. Slow and steady. Give me 1 more of each. Front and lower and back. All right, release it down, shake it out. Come on down to the floor. So let's start with our left leg forward, our right leg back. Sole of your left foot can touch your right knee or it can just be gently away. I'm just gonna turn and face you guys. You wanna sit up nice and tall, so try to avoid leaning into that left side. You want to feel the burn. That's the point. Grab those weights, palms facing in. Give me a hammer curl and extend. Curl and extend. Sit up tall. Avoid slouching over that left leg, that left hip. Just relax that right hip. It's going to do some work here in just a moment. All right, finish up the rep that you're on. Set your weights down. Side bend over to the right. Come back through center, left hand down. Lift that right leg, lower it down. Side bend. Now you can lift just that right knee. You can lift just that right foot, keeping your knee on the floor. You can lift both your knee and your foot. Just the right leg is moving. Side bend over to the right. Come back up. Lift and lower. Maybe it's such a teensy move that you don't even notice that your right leg is lifting. That's okay. Do what you can. We'll open up the hip flexors. Firing up those outer glutes here. Side bend. Come through center. Right leg. Lower. Give me 1 more, then we're gonna switch. All right, set that right knee down. Slide that right foot forward. Slide your left knee back. Right foot can touch your left knee or can just be close, your choice. Go ahead and grab those weights. Try to sit up tall, avoid leaning into that right side. Palms facing up, bicep curls. Maybe noticing how is this side compared to the other side. Are you staying up more upright? Are you more relaxed? Curl and extend. Just a few more. Yes, you can. You've got it. Last one. Gently set those weights down. All right, we're gonna side bend to the left. Right arm twists overhead. Release your right hand down. Lift that left knee. Lower it down. Side bend. Now don't beat yourself up if this side's different than the right side. That's okay. That's actually very normal to have one side stretching and lifting differently when you're working out. Just taking note what to work on. Side bend, come through center, left knee lifts and lowers. Maybe left heel lifts and lowers. Maybe your left knee and your foot lifts. We're going to keep those weights off to the side and we're going to come to a low plank, giving our wrists a little bit of a breather. 1 more. Release, knee lift and lower. All right, come on to your low plank. So find your tabletop, maybe extend your legs out. From here, we're gonna tap the right knee, lift, tap the left knee, lift, pike the hips up, release the hip down, start to the left side, and right side, lift the hips, and lower. So you wanna alternate which knee you start with. You've got it. Keep it going. Low plank. Forearms are down. Almost there. Keep it going. If you prefer to start with your knees down, no problem. Lower your forearms. Lift your leg, lower it. Lift your leg, lower it. Just stay here. All right, finish up where you're at. Grab your weights between your palms. Come to a high plank. Feet extend back. Option to lower your knees. Right arm up, side plank, row it up. Release it down. Right hand stays down. Grab that weight with your left hand, reach it up. Side plank, release it down. This is an option from your knees being down. It's the opposite knee that your arm is reaching up. Think slow and steady. Okay, after this rep, I want you to give me one more on each side. We're going to come onto our back. Last one. All right, grab those weights. Roll onto your backside. Draw your knees over your hips. From here, knees directly over your hips, arms by your side. Same arm, same leg, extend, draw it in. So just like a bicycle crunch, but you're adding in a hammer curl. So extend, pull it in, extend, pull it in. You've got it. Keep it going. Stay with it. Bicycle, same arm, same leg, extends. Draw it back in. You can plant the feet. You can hover the feet. We're going to roll all the way back, still with the weights, one weight in each hand. All right, roll on back. From here, reach your arms and legs long. Tuck your knees into your chest. Reach your thumbs or your pinkies behind your thighs, and then extend. So just like you're trying to fit your body into a suitcase, and then reach. Your head, neck, and shoulders can be lifted, or they can be lowered on the floor. Your lower back stays glued to the floor, so not any bit of air or space can get between your lower back and your mat. Stay with it. Keep it going. So close. All right, set the weights off to the side with your knees over your hips. I'm just gonna roll back on my forearms so I'm not coughing on everyone's face. Just the right toe tap and lift. So you can come onto your forearms, or you can stay lean all the way back. If you're pointing your toes are gonna tap. If you're flexing your foot, your heel's gonna tap. So just tap your heel or your toe. Got it. Toe or heel tap and lift, drawing that knee back over your right hip. Left leg is completely still. Always an option to lower that left foot to the floor. For more of a challenge, you can keep that left leg lifted. Navel pull into your spine. Almost there. Tap. And lift. Give me one more. All right, draw your knees into your chest. Curl yourself into a tight ball. Catch your breath. Come back. Lean on your forearms, roll all the way back. Right knee over your hip, left knee over your hip. Tap your left toes if your foot is pointed. Tap your left heel if you're flexing your foot. Just the left leg is moving. Going. Almost there. You've got it. Stay with it. Just the left leg is moving. Toe tap, heel tap, your choice. Moving and breathing. Great. Keep both knees over your hips. Now we have a double toe tap. And lift. Tap it down and lift. Remember, same options. Toe or heel, your choice. Do what you can. Keep the knees bent. Whether your forearms are on the floor, head, neck, and shoulders lifted, or laying all the way back, drawing your knees back over your hips, no matter where you're starting, and then drawing your feet towards the floor. Double toe tap. That's it. Stay with it. Two more. All right, gently lower all the way down. Extend your legs out long. Straight leg lift and lower, alternating. Lift and lower. Again, you can be on your forearms. You can be all the way down. Head, neck, and shoulders press into the floor or tucked. If your head, neck, and shoulders are in the floor, you can bring your arms out to a T. You can bring your elbows wide behind your head, or for more stability, you can place your hands under your hips, palms facing down. Knees can be bent, legs can be straight. Give me two more on each side. And one more. All right, draw your knees into your chest, put yourself into a tight ball. Release your feet down by your side. Zip your legs together. Draw one weight in each hand. From here, we've got a neutral press with the glute bridge lift and lower. Squeeze your glutes to lift. Squeeze as you tap down. Lift and lower. You've got it. Stay with it. Squeeze to lift. Squeeze to lower. Almost there. Going. Just a few more. On the next one, release the weights by your side, hands by your hips, squeeze your glutes, lift your hips. Bring your right leg to the ceiling, lower your glutes, lift, lower your right leg, lift your right leg, lower your hips. Hold your hips lifted, lower, and lift that right leg. So you're alternating glute bridge lower, lift and hold it lifted. As your right leg stays up towards the ceiling, once your hips come back up, lower that right leg and lift it back to the ceiling. Almost there. We're going to repeat the same thing with the left leg. Single leg bridge, lower, lift, left leg, lower, and lift. Finish up where you're at. Heels close in towards your hips. Left leg to the ceiling, press into your right foot. Glute bridge lift, lower, hold it lifted, lower the left leg, lift it up, hips lower, lift and hold, left leg lower, lift and hold. Keep it going. Try to keep your hips elevated off the mat as you lower that left leg. going. Got it, stay with it. Glute bridge, lift, lower, lift it back up, hold it, lift it. Left leg lower and lift. All right, lower your hips down. Draw your knees in towards your chest. Curl yourself into a tight ball. And just roll side to side. To center, cross your ankles or keep them parallel. Rock and roll yourself up to a comfortable seat. Here, extend your right leg long. Sole of your left leg to the inside of your right. Sweep both arms up high. Side bend over to the right. Try to draw that left arm up high overhead. Holding here, breathing. Inhale, arms overhead. Release your hands by your hips. Cross your right leg in front of your left. Sit up nice and tall with a long spine. Gently fold forward. Feeling that stretch in your outer hip flexor. Gently come back to center. Walk your hands in. Extend your left leg long. Keep the sole of your right foot to the inside of your left leg. Sweep both arms up high. Side bend over to the left. Right arm up high overhead. Try to stack that right shoulder over the left. I know I'm struggling today. Inhale back through center. Cross your left leg in front of the right. Sit up nice and tall. A long spine, fold forward. Walk your hands back in towards your hips. Rise up, arms overhead. Release your right hand to your left knee, looking over your left shoulder. Inhale, come back through center. Exhale, left hand to right knee, looking over your right shoulder. Inhale, back through center. Exhale, hands to heart. Fantastic work today. Thank you so much for joining me. Hope you all have a fantastic rest of your day, rest of your weekend. Thank you all.